Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and best regards to everyone, Honorable Supervisor and examiners. My name is Askia Nazila Turifki, a student of the Master of Management Program at Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Today, I would like to present my research proposal entitled Analysis of Daycare Business Development using the Business Model Canvas approach based on the needs of urban parents. With a case study at Happy Islamic Kids Daycare, Cipondoh, Tangerang City. Table of content is background, research focus, research question, research objective, research benefit, theoretical framework, conceptual framework, previous studies, and research methodology. My background research is social and economic change in Indonesia, particularly in urban areas, have transformed modern family structure. Urbanization, the growth of the service sector, and the increasing participation of women in the workforce have led many parents to work full-time, making the balance between work and child rearing a major challenge. Data from Statistik Indonesia (BPS) 2020-2025 shows that the number of employed individuals has reached 145.77 million, reflecting the growing needs for child care service outside the home. In urban areas such as Tangerang and its surrounding, this condition is further reinforced by high worker mobility in demanding work patterns, especially for commuter working in Jakarta. As a result, the limited time parents have to accompany their children makes daycare an important solution to support the balance between work demand and child needs. Next, a research focus. This study proposed an integrative approach using the business model canvas to examine daycare as both a business and a social service. Therefore, this research focus on Happy Islamic Kids Daycare in Cipondoh, Tangerang City as a qualitative case study to analyze and develop a daycare business model based on the needs of urban parents. Next, research question. The first, what is the form and structure of the business model of Happy Islamic Kids Daycare in Cipondoh, Tangerang City, based on the 9 elements of the business model canvas? Second, how well does the business model implemented by Happy Islamic Kids Daycare align with the needs, preference, and behavior of urban parents as daycare service users? And the third, what are the strengths, weakness, opportunities, and challenge faced by Happy Islamic Kids Daycare in developing a business model based on the needs of urban parents? And the last, what are the recommended strategies for developing an ideal business model for Happy Islamic Kids Daycare to enhance service value, expand market reach, and ensure business sustainability in the future? Next, research objective. The objective of this study as follows. First, to analyze and map business model of Happy Islamic Kids Daycare using the business model canvas approach. Second, to evaluate the alignment between the implement business model and the needs and expectation of urban parents as daycare service users. And the third, to identify the strength, weakness, opportunities, and challenge that influence the development of the Happy Islamic Kids Daycare business model. And the last, to formulate strategic recommendation for developing a daycare business model that is oriented towards service innovation and business sustainability. Next, research benefits. Um, Theoretical and practical. For theoretical, first contributed to the development of management and entrepreneurship knowledge, and then provides a new perspective in business studies based on the needs of urban families. And the last, integrate social, economy, and educational value aspect within a business model. Then the practical is serve as an evaluation and reflection tools for the effectiveness of the existing business model, and then provides a concrete overview of how to establish and manage a daycare that align with regulation, the needs of urban parents, and service quality standard. And then the research finding can be used as a reference in formulating policies and regulation that better support the development of child-friendly daycare industries. And the last, expected to increase public awareness of the importance of choosing high quality daycare service that align with value-based parenting principle, safety, and child development. Next, theoretical foundation. The first, business growth theory. Mata Lamake and Juensu Salot 2021 explained that business growth has three main dimensions. Is grow at an antecedent, grow process, and grow outcome. Grow is not only an result but also a strategic process undertaken by firm in responding to environmental change. And then Wu and Duan 2024 emphasis that business growth is strongly influenced by entrepreneurial activities at various levels, including individual, team, and institutional environment. Sustainable business growth requires learning capability, appropriate strategies, and open collaboration. From this perspective, business growth is understood as a result of a combination of strategy, entrepreneurial capabilities, and business adaptation process. Next, business model innovation concept. Yang Li et al. 2022 show that founders' creativity has a direct effect on business growth, and this relationship is mediated by business model innovation. This means that creativity does not directly generate growth, but works through the renewal of the business model. Tansubuga and Kowalkowski 2026 explained that BMA is an iterative process that transforms a company value logic, particularly in firms transitioning from product-based models to subscription-based service model. BMA often creates organizational tension as it changes established way of operating. Thus, BMA serves as a key strategic mechanism that drives innovation and business growth. Next, the role of innovation and digitalization in service business. Hinlon 2021 introduced the concept of post-growth business, emphasizing that business growth must align with social and environmental sustainability. He identifies five key dimensions of sustainable business: the relationship with profit, organizational structure, governance strategy, and as well as business size and scope. Therefore, BMA not only drive growth but also ensure that such growth remains sustainable. Next, a definition of business model canvas. The business model canvas is a conceptual framework used to describe, analyze, and develop an organization business model in systematic and structured manner. The concept of the business model canvas was first comprehensively introduced by Osterwalder and Pigner, 2010, who define a business model as a rationale for how an organization creates, deliver, and capture value. In this content, the business model canvas function as a strategic visual tools that maps key business element into a single integrated canvas, making it easier to understand, analyze, and develop. The business model canvas consists of 9 main elements. Is customer segment, a value proposition, channel, customer relationship, revenue stream, key resource, key activities, key partnership, and cost structure. This is template of 9 elements business model canvas. And next, application of the business model canvas in child service business. Jadi, so Hode and Colton 2024 emphasis that although the business model canvas can provide a comprehensive overview of a business model, service providers need to actively adapt their operation and strategies to remain responsive to environmental change and user expectation. And then digital marketing concept in service business. Barbosa, Saura, and Bennett 2024 add that the effectiveness of digital marketing largely depends on understanding the digital customer journey, which include the stage of awareness, engagement, conversion, loyalty, and advocacy. Service business that implement digital marketing without understanding this journey tend to be less effective in building customer relationship. Next, the relationship between digital marketing and BNC element. Barbosa et al. 2024 emphasized that digital marketing technique should be mapped according to the customer journey stage. The mapping is highly relevant to the channel and customer relationship elements in the model business canvas. And next, a definition of social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship is an entrepreneurial approach that combines the goal of creating economic value with the mission of generating social value. Unlike conventional entrepreneurship, which primarily focus on profit, social entrepreneurship places solving social problem as the core objective of business activities. Gregory Dees, 2001, defines a social entrepreneurship as an innovative effort to create and sustain social value through the application of entrepreneurial principle. From this perspective, business success is measured not only by financial profit but also by the social impact generated for society. And the last of theoretical foundation, urban family concept and work family balance dynamic. Urban families are generally characterized by a high level of workforce participation, including a woman, girl, geographic mobility, commuting, uh, limited time for direct child care, and greater access to various commercial services, including daycare. According to Greenhouse and Beetle in Martucci 2023, the imbalance between work and family can be understood as a form of role conflict. Individual who must perform dual roles as parent and full-time workers often experience tension, as the demand of one role may interfere with the execution of the other. The higher the level of involvement in one role, the greater the pressure experienced in the other role. This is a conceptual framework, and I can read uh, previous studies, 1 until 3, maybe. First, Jin Ji Liu and Wang, 2020. Business Model Innovation Canvas, a visual business model innovation model. The study result in the business model innovation canvas, which consists of 3 layers and 7 main modules with 100 45 business model innovation option. BMIC has proven to provide systematic and visual guidance in the business model innovation process, from identifying innovation driver, designing value innovation, to evaluating innovation outcomes. A case study in the 3D printing-based clothing industry show that BMIC is effective in designing more adaptive and sustainable business model compared to the conventional business model canvas. And then Baldwin, Philippi, and Squart, 2025, Hi Mama, Daycare Apps, and the mediation of parenting and care work. The study found that daycare application shape parenting and care practice through 3 main values: precision, connection, and optimization. Their application reinforce intensive and transcendent parenting practice while simultaneously obscuring and depersonalizing the caregiving work performed by caregiver. Technology mediates the relationship between parent and caregiver in a way that's apart efficient in informative but also contributes to the invisibility and evaluation of care work. And the last, uh, Ma Wazang Shao 2025, construction and analysis of the execution models for Chinese primary school teacher, extracurricular physical education service teaching, a case study of Henan Province. The study also indicates that teacher executing ability in after-school physical education service consists of 3 main dimensions: understanding ability, operational ability, and evaluation ability, which are further broken down to 9 first-level factors. The developed structural model demonstrates strong validity and reliability. Understanding ability serves as the main foundation in service implementation, while operational and evaluation abilities play important roles in maintaining service quality and sustainability. These findings highlight that the success of supplementary education service largely depends on the implementer's capabilities in understanding policies, managing resources, executing service process, and conducting continuous evaluation and reflection. Uh, Next, research methodology, research location and timeline. The study was conducted at Happy Islamic Kids Daycare located in Cipondoh, Tangerang City, Banten Province. The selection of the research location was based on the consideration that Happy Islamic Kids is an additional business unit developed from an early childhood education institution, namely a playgroup and kindergarten. The development of this daycare service was carried out in response to the increasing demand for children service from working parents in urban areas. This research was conducted over a period of 6 months from December 2025 to May 2026, covering the stage of research preparation, data collection, data analysis, and the preparation of the research report. The research timeline was adjusted to the availability of informants and the operational activities of the daycare to ensure that the data collection process could run optimally without disrupting childcare service activities. Next, research approach and type of data. Research approach, this study used a qualitative approach with a descriptive method aiming to understand and interpretation phenomenon comprehensively. And then type of data used in this study is qualitative data, which is descriptive and narrative in nature. It represents experience, perspective, and practice relate to the management and development of the business at Happy Islamic Kids Daycare. This qualitative data is not present in the form of number or statistic, but rather as in-depth description obtained from interviews, observation, and documentation relevant to the daycare business model and service. Next, data collection technique. Three technique is observation, interview, and documentation. Observation in this study was conducted to obtain a direct and contextual understanding of the operational activities and service management of Happy Islamic Kids Daycare in Cipondoh, Tangerang City. And then the interview technique used in this study is semi-structured interview. And then documentation is used to collect and analyze various documents related to the management and development of the Happy Islamic Kids Daycare business model, particularly those related to daycare service and communication strategies with parents. Next, research informants. Three informants is key informant, main informant, and additional informant. Key informant in this study is the manager or owner of Happy Islamic Kids Daycare who holds a strategic role in planning, decision making, and business development. And then main informants include the head of the daycare or foundation, caregiver, and or operational staff who are directly involved in the daily service activities. And then additional informants in the study are parents who use the service of Happy Islamic Kids Daycare. Parents are selected as informants because they are the direct user of the daycare service and are the ones who directly experience the value of the service provided. And the last, data validity testing. In qualitative research, data validity plays an important role in ensuring that the information collected truly reflects the reality in the field. There, source triangulation, observation, persistence, and member check. Source triangulation is conducted by comparing data obtained from various informants as well as through different data collection techniques. And then observation, persistency, data validity is also strengthened through the researcher's continuous involvement in the field and a systematic data collection process over a certain period of time. And the last, member checking is carried out by involving informant again in reviewing the interview result and the initial interpretation development by the researcher. That concludes my presentation. I sincerely apologize for any shortcomings in this presentation, and I would greatly appreciate any suggestion and feedback. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.